It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show, sponsored by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. This is 2K Sports with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, they're the better team overall, but on hostile ground. This game could be close. We'll see if they can seize the opportunity and steal one on the road. And Al Jefferson, an offensive presence when he's on the floor, heading into the back end of his career now, but still putting up good numbers. Kenny, just what does he bring to the table as a player?
Well, he's a guy that you have to double in a low block. You know, if you play him one-on-one, he's tough to deal with. So he draws lots of attention. He gets up. He gets fouled. He can shoot free throws. He is a load in the box.
You know, he's older now, doesn't command the same amount of touches as he did when he was younger. But Big Al always puts that work in on offense. That's why I nickname him Baby Fundamentals.
Baby Fundamentals.
Sort of like Tim Duncan, but it's Baby Fundamentals.
And that does it for us for now. We'll see you later.
It's the Pacers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games have been losses.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now. The situation they're in, doubt starts to creep in, especially as the losses mount, and that just makes them as a team more and more vulnerable.
You know, you're right on point with that, Clark. I mean, the team chemistry does come into question. You have to wonder whether or not the players have started to tune the coaches out. So they just look completely disjointed out on the floor.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Young and Turner up front. Teague out there with Robinson. And it's George in at the small forward position. Now, here is Russell. Here's Randall. That's short off the rim. Los Angeles on D. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. It's Young on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Then kicks to Mozgov. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
You know, the Lakers had never missed the playoffs in 3 consecutive seasons in franchise history until last season. Boy, this is a franchise that's clearly unaccustomed to losing basketball games.
Picked by Randall. Young with no one around.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
From deep, George. Randall grabs the board. Lakers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And the last time the Lakers had missed the playoffs in 2 consecutive seasons was 1976.
Well, up to 2013, the Lakers had only missed the playoffs 5 times total in the 65 years of the team's history. Now it's 3 seasons in a row for a franchise with so much very justified pride. It's got to be tough to handle and swallow.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
That's for sure. Always want to get into that early rhythm and get the defense on its heels, and that way you open up your full repertoire of offensive options.
Here's Randall following the score by Indiana. Picked by Mozgov. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
We call that a high percentage shot, and when he's the guy taking it, I'd even say it's automatic.
Now here's Teague in the game against Sacramento. Very impressive. Here's George. George missing again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Young dishes to Randall. Pass to Russell. He kicks to Mozgov. Back to Russell. Tang with the screen for Russell. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from George. Turner with a screen on Russell. Young against Robinson. Back to Teague. To the middle. Here's Young. And at 6'7", 6'8", Thaddeus Young, definitely more a small ball power forward, but that seems to be the way the league is going these days.
Yeah, it is, and in spite of his ability to fit into that small ball mantra, he can get overpowered inside by the bigger forwards. He's quick off the dribble, an excellent left-handed slasher, and is capable of putting big numbers on the board when he gets it going.
And he's good on the second.
Well, he's an intriguing player, Thaddeus Young. I mean, you look at his frame and his game. I mean, he seems like he'd be a small forward, but he's played at the power forward position for years now, and I think that's in part due to the way the game is played now in the NBA with stretch fours and spacing the floor. Thaddeus Young fits into that kind of game quite well.
Deep 2 from Russell. Again, Russell missing. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Nate McMillan. David.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big inch for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And stolen by Jeff Teague. The shot by George, wide open. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. He certainly can score at the power forward. Young has ability to space the floor and attack off the bounce. He's pretty special at that position.
Yeah, he really is. You know, he came into the league only after a year in college and has grown into a reliable scorer as a slasher and small ball four-man. So he's found and carved out a nice niche for himself.
And here is Robinson after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. Screen by Young. Outside Robinson. The pass to Young. The 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Really good alertness from Young there, who was in perfect position on the catch and shoot.
Picked by Mozgov. Young outside. Back to Russell. Fires for 3. Again, Russell missing. The Pacers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Here's Robinson. Up and in on the layup. Robinson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He's just too quick for his man. Left him in the rearview mirror and knocked it down.
Russell kicks to Young. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And truly one of the great characters in the NBA, Nick Young, a fun-loving, high-scoring, flamboyant personality.
Yeah, he is certainly all of that. Growing up in L.A., his mother was a model. His dad was an actor and Golden Gloves boxer. So he's been exposed to and embraced the showbiz part of his background. but he also brings some athleticism. And when he gets going, he can heat you up and cook you with gas.
And so Young nails them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Teague sets a screen for Robinson. Shoots from the right block and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. We take a look at the Warriors. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, there's Los Angeles, just way behind.
And I think for the Lakers, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
Good on the triple. Young's got 5.
Yeah, I like that lean back release. Hard for any defender to get to Young's jumper.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Williams is checked in for Nick Young. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The Pacers 4th.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
And so it's Indiana with it. They trail by 1. And Young kicks to Turner. Screen by Young. The dish to Teague. And the 3 off target.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Williams for 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Now, here is George. Boy, that win against the Kings, he's another guy who really showed up to play.
You know, what an effort from George. Just outstanding. I mean, feeling the defense on him, but still hitting the shot.
Here is Williams. Paul George making his last shot. Williams passes to Russell. Back to Williams. All sorts of time. The Pacers pull it in. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Yeah, and they picked up the win in their last game against this club, and really it was a parade to the free throw line.
Yeah, did a really good job of going foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they performed. And it paid off.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Ingram, he's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Clarkson in for Russell. Indiana trailing here. Brooks outside. He dishes it to Ellis. Screen by Jefferson. And it's Ellis penetrating. Goes back up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Lakers.
And they love to spread the floor with shooting. A lot of three-point attempts, and that's been the league-wide direction, and this group has been no exception.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, for the Pacers, an interesting history. They've assembled two elite squads that both kind of self-destructed in 2004 and 2014. This franchise hoping they can finally build a roster to break through and win it all.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Torrek Black comes in for Randall, and it's Thomas Robinson in for Luol Deng. And those great teams of the Pacers past, Malice in the Palace, railing them in 2004, that brawl leading to suspensions and distractions.
And then a decade later, guys, a team that secured the #1 seed in the East stumbled down the stretch of immense finger-pointing and accusations. The Pacers dismantling that core and restarting with a new identity. We'll see if they can get back into that title contender conversation once again.
Now here's Williams. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Denver.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Ellis dishes to Brooks. Tries from 10. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Ellis kicks to Brooks. Back to Ellis. Trying his luck deep. The putback. It's good on the putback. And it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
Boy, I love the aggression there, hitting those offensive boards hard.
Clarkson passes to Black. They set the pick. There's a screen by Williams. Los Angeles with another miss. Pacers leading by 3. Miles dishes to Ellis. Outside Jefferson. And here's Seraphin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shots good by Ellis.
And, you know, off the pick, Ellis is a prime threat to drop it in. He's really excellent in these sets.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Monte Ellis. Williams kicks to Clarkson. Back to Williams. Looking to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Jefferson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Indiana moving the ball around. The feed to Brooks. And too long on the shot.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Clarkson passes to Williams. Feeds to Black. Here's Robinson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Ellis against Clarkson. There's 1:26 left in the first. 5 on the clock. Brooks dishes to Seraphin. A 3-ball. Ellis can't get that one to fall either.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Kicks it to Seraphin. They set the screen. Brooks outside. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Brooks.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Indiana leading. Brooks kicks to Ellis. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's his first foul. LA has gone 4-7 from 3-point range so far in the first. Now Williams. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Pass to Black from the arc. Ingram. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pacers lead by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, and, you know, still to this day. That's just the competitiveness that I believe my oldest brother built into me when I was little.
And that kind of relentless determination is something Monte is known for. And one of the reasons he's been around for a decade in the NBA as a consistently good player.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Indiana, George and Young are the forwards. Robinson is out there with Teague, and it's Jefferson in at the center position.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Jefferson is now well known for his footwork, but he says he was a willing student when he first broke into the league. He said, when I got to Boston, I stole Paul Pierce's ball fake. In Minnesota, Tom Gugliotta used to kick my butt every day in practice with his turnaround jumper, so I stole that. Everyone I go against, I like something they do, I steal it, put it in my own form. Kevin?
Imitation, the highest form of flattery. Thanks, D.A.
I tell you what, Paul George, one of the more entertaining and fun guys to watch in the league. I mean, he's an elite player thanks to his outstanding shooting and ball handling ability, and he's got platinum level athleticism.
The Lakers making a switch here. Deng's checked in, and good on the second, so he makes them both. And Paul George occasionally will play some power forward in smaller lineups. He certainly has the length for that position.
Yes, that's exactly right, and he's an excellent rebounder, particularly on the defensive board. He does have a pretty slender frame, but, you know, depending on the matchups, he usually gains more offensively than he gives up defensively.
And here is Teague after the 3 moments ago from Luol Deng. Teague kicks to Turner. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Nick Young's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Robinson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Young with no one around. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Young outside. At the elbow, Randall. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Teague. Young in the corner. Three-pointer. Another miss by Young.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Now, here is Young. 8 points his last outing. Unloads from 13. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That's game one of a 3-game road trip. Deng kicks to Ingram. That 3 off the mark. The Pacers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pass to George. Expanding his range. Rebounded by the Lakers. Randall's got his third rebound tonight. Clarkson kicks to Dang. That one goes in. Dang's got 5 points in the quarter.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Teague the pass to George. He feeds it to Turner. Turner with the screen for Young. Dishes it to Robinson. And George kicks to Teague. Turner with the screen. Back to George. Jumper off the screen. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. George has got 10 points.
Boy, George is excellent at getting busy from the in-between spots of the floor. Really fleshing out and balancing out, rounding out his offensive game.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And you look at Jeff Teague, an all-star in 2015, but he's not in that superstar category yet. What does he need to do to get to that level?
You know, it's not one thing. I mean, Teague is good, not great in a lot of areas, and I think he's solidified his place as a starting caliber point guard. I think with his athleticism, he could be an even better defender, which I think is an emphasis here with the Pacers.
Now, here is Russell. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. On the wing, Dang. Defended by George. 6 to shoot. And Dang, here we go. Good on the shot. Dang's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
To the middle. It's stolen by Randall. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. He kicks to Mozgov. Pass to Randall. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And the shot goes down. And it's a 3-point Laker lead.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the paint, here's Dang. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the strike.
It's Young on the wing. Back to Dang. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And a look here at the shot chart.
And looking at this shot chart, you can't help but feel that this entire team has played passively on offense. There has been little to nothing going on at the rim or in the paint for that matter. And when you don't attack the defense and put pressure on them down low, you are making life far too easy on them.
Mozgov dishes to Russell. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
George. Nice D from Dang.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Now here's Mozgov. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Teague the pass to Turner.
Miles Turner, the 11th overall pick last season out of the University of Texas, only spent 1 season in college. But this guy very well could be a perennial all-star. The Pacers think they've gotten a steal. He was a 19-year-old rookie who showed he already understands how to hold his own at both ends of the floor.
That one misses.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Russell kicks to Mozgov. The pass to Dan. The dish to Randall. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Thaddeus Young. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's averaging 11 points a game, over 2.5 steals and 6 rebounds. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers defensively, he makes his presence felt on every possession.
And you know what I like about it, Greg, is he gets great position and uses those quick, strong mitts of his to rip the ball out of there.
Screen by Young. Clock at 6. George with the ball. Now defended by Randall. The three. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from George.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter. You know, a lot of players grew up playing against older, bigger players. For Paul George, it was his older sister, Tiasha, who stands 6'4". She used to beat him up so badly on the court, it would bring him to tears. Wow. Turnabout is fair play, though. Younger brother is hooping at an all-star level now.
Ellis is checked in for Robinson.
Let's see where the Pacers are, Kevin, in terms of the NBA rankings right now. First in free throw percentage, 7th in steals, and they're in the top 3rd in the league in blocks. They're a team that really doesn't give many good looks.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
Lakers leading by 3. And you think about Paul George's amateur career, he was recruited to bigger schools, but he decided to go to Fresno State. He wanted that lead role.
And you still see that hunger for that lead role here in the NBA. He wants to be the alpha dog. He wants to take on the pressure and responsibility of being a franchise player. More importantly than wanting that responsibility and platform is making sure you put the work in to handle it. And I think he has done that, so he deserves the title. And he's every bit the Pacers franchise player.
Now Dan. Thaddeus Young missing on his 3.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here is George. He's got 13. Off the pick. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Los Angeles has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Deng kicks to Mozgov. Outside Russell. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Russell against T. Here's Turner. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. In 3rd, the Pacers.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
The first free throw is good.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Mozgov. Robinson comes in for Randall. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Young. Then for the Pacers, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Young. C.J. Miles comes in for George. And Brooks subbed in for Teague. And the Pacers going with the smaller lineup too, but they've remained an elite team defensively. Guys, how have they done it?
Well, not so much about their shot blocking or rim protecting as it was in the past. More about their perimeter defense. One of the best in the league at forcing turnovers and defending the three-point shot. And ironically, despite all the pressure they apply, they do a good job of keeping the ball in front most times.
The Lakers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
The Pacers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And, you know, the Lakers going through a rough patch, clearly, but make no mistake about it. They're still the league's glamour franchise. They've got the league's largest fan base both in the U.S. and globally.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Monte Ellis. Williams kicks to Russell. Back to Williams. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Black, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Black's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles. There's the feed to Brooks. Back to Ellis. He dishes it to Serafin. And it's good for 2. And the Lakers with the storied history, the second most championships in league history, trailing only the Boston Celtics.
And the Lakers run more recent. I mean, you think of the greats who've worn the form blue and gold, probably the greatest assemblage of talent of any team in the league. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Ellis kicks to Jefferson. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Jefferson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's a really solid decision by Ellis to throw the ball over to the open teammate, showing off his unselfishness there.
Russell kicks to Robinson, stolen by Serafin. Brooks with no one around, connects from three-point range. And now just a 2-point Laker lead. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Williams inside, working on Ellis. Shots good by Williams.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint. Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Russell kicks to Williams. And the Lakers get it back. Here's Robinson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Indiana Pacers, 8 games out.
And right now for the Pacers, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward. So many thought they might.
I was one of those who was thinking that thought, that they would take a big leap. It's still not too late. No better place to get right and tight than at the postseason.
That free throw missing.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Ingram, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Clarkson comes in for D'Angelo Russell. No good on the second free throw. And the Lakers, with a young core of players, they take it back to basics for recovery. After every game, the players get chocolate milk.
Well, it's highly recommended as a recovery drink, guys. And they get a special version of the chocolate milk, though. Lower sugar, grass-fed. They say it's great for recovery. And you go back to Julius Randle, who broke his leg in his first game. They're motivated to get lots of calcium in the diet of the players. And the Pacers acquiring the Fort Wayne Mad Ants of the developmental league going into last season. Some rumors had it that they'd try to move the team closer to Indianapolis, but the Pacers said, no, they're committed to keeping them in Fort Wayne, which is really a good basketball city, and it's only about 2 hours from Indianapolis.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And the Mad Ants were the last D-League team that didn't have a one-on-one affiliation with an NBA team.
That's exactly right, and now they belong to the Indiana Pacers. And if you want a D-League team in this day and age, you've got to start your own. Seems like pretty soon every team in the NBA will have their own D-League team to go one-on-one, 30 for 30.
Now Ellis following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. 5 to shoot. For 3, Ellis cans it from downtown. Ellis has got 5.
Tell you what, Ellis, one of the best tough shot makers in the game. The defense can be draped all over him, and he still finds a way to splash it.
Now here's Ellis, following the miss by Lewis Williams. Feeds it to Brooks. Some nice passing here by Indiana. They set the pick. Ellis outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shoots from the baseline. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist from Monte Ellis. 8 points for Al Jefferson.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
Williams with the ball. Shot to end this cold run, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Indiana out in front, up 4. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens. Running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
George with a really solid quarter. He's got 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Lakers trail by 4. We've got Dang. Mozgov is out there with Randall. Then it's Russell. And it's Young in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now, here is Young. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Young's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Los Angeles. T kicks to Turner. Yep, that one goes. And the Pacers lead by 4.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touchdown on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
And Young kicks to Mozgov. 17-foot shot on the way.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Teague, here we go. On the wing, Dang. Defended by George. Dang can't get it to go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Outside, Robinson kicks it to Young. There's a screen by Robinson. Top of the key, Teague. Turner. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. And now a 6-point Pacer lead.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Now, here is Russell. 7 points in the game. And Julius Randle, 6'9", 7-foot arm span. Not elite length at power forward, but he is athletic.
And he's strong and quick too, Kevin. An NBA-ready frame, and I think he's an excellent rebounder. You can never dismiss or discount that. It's almost like the ball finds him. He's so good at tracking it down.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, he was a high pick in 2014. Randall played just 14 minutes as a rookie. Broke his tibia. But since then, he's bounced back nicely.
Both free throws good from Randall.
And the Pacers, you know, going smaller in their front court, and it hasn't really hurt them defensively. You look around the NBA, there just aren't that many power forwards who can hurt you on the block like in the old days.
Now here's Teague. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
Here's Russell. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And for the Pacers, when they go small, they're able to cover more ground defensively.
Yeah, even when teams post them up, guys, they can harass them by trapping and digging down from the wing. So that activity and length defensively is what they use. Nowadays, it's not just about spreading the floor offensively, but also being able to cover ground defensively. And that quickness of this team serves them well.
Now, here is Young. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Teague with a clean look. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Teague, a screen on Russell. Robinson with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Mozgov with the block.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Dang can't get it to go. Indiana leading. Teague dishes to Young. And here's George for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got 16 points.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Pass to Young. Now here's Randall. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Deep 2 from Russell. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look here at the shot chart.
And guys, really the story for him has been his struggles from mid-range. I mean, some of them have been rushed. Others were just tightly contested. But he has to be a lot smarter on when to pull up or when to look for a teammate going forward. in terms of winning this game.
Pacers leading by 4. T kicks to Robinson. Here's Turner, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Mozgov.
They just haven't been able to find an answer for Turner. He has 9 rebounds and 8 points.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
All free throws good from Turner. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Russell. He's got 10. Picked by Mozgov. Good work defensively by Turner.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Young passes to Turner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Lakers trail by 9. Passes it to Russell. Back to Dang to end the run.
And the Lakers head coach, Luke Walton, played almost his entire career in L.A., winning 2 titles along the way. Always known for his tremendous IQ for the game.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
That's good from Dang.
Excellent game we've seen from Luol Deng. He has 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
No good on the second free throw. Randall. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And here we can check out the story on Julius Randle. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. Getting around 12 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
First one falls for him.
And it was really unfortunate for Julius Randle back in 2014. His rookie season ended up being only 14 minutes because he got hurt in the season opener. He broke the tibia in his leg and missed the remainder of the season as a result. Last season it was Julius Randle's second, but in reality, more like his rookie season.
He's perfect from the line this time. Remember, Randle fractured his right foot as a high school senior. Broken bones have become an issue. First game as a pro, broke his leg in Los Angeles.
And you know, guys, interesting, the Lakers nutritionist wondered if he was getting enough calcium in his diet. So he's cleaned that up, and we all know that it makes a difference.
Lakers trail by 6. And Young kicks to Russell. He feeds it to Mozgov. Lakers working the ball around now. Robinson with the block. Outside Teague. Young dishes to George. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Let's quickly now take a peek at the league leaders in blocks. Miles Turner fourth.
Well, when you have a great shot blocker on your team, it gives the other guys confidence and denies the opponent easy shot opportunities. And all of that contributes to winning.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Russell inside, Teague covering, and it's Dang in the corner. And the three ball is good. Dang's got 17. Pacers leading by 3. And here is Teague. Here's the screen. And here's Young from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 5th assist in this one.
And, you know, you like that about Young, his ability to stretch out a team if they don't respect his three-point shot.
Now here's Dang. 17 points in the game. Young with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Young's running.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Teague. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 3rd in assists, 10th in free throw shooting, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And, you know, you mentioned it. He does a great job running the offense, spotting the open man, and making the easy delivery.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Some good numbers for Young. He has 8 points and 2 steals as well. He's been hot from downtown to go along with those great assist numbers.
Yeah, but he's also shot it well, but then he's also done a great job of dissecting the defense with some great passes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Ingram comes in for Luol Deng. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Young. And it's Clarkson in for Russell. There's a good screen. Williams kicks to Clarkson. No good with the triple. Pacers leading by 8. George passes to Teague. Outside Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Attacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Here's George. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And Brandon Ingram, a 5-star recruit out of Kinston High School. He helped them win 4 straight North Carolina championships, the first time that had happened in the state's history.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from George. And Ingram mentored and coached by former NBA great Jerry Stackhouse.
And I wonder if Stack was a little disappointed that Ingram didn't end up becoming a Tar Heel, instead choosing the arch rival and going to Duke. A one and done there. It certainly has worked out pretty well for the young fella.
And George drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Pacers. Here is Brooks. 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Seraphin. Releases from 15, and the shot is long. Lakers trail by 8. Outside Williams. He kicks it to Black. Pass to Clarkson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
In the corner, it's Robinson. There's the pick. And there's the pass to Black. Back to Robinson. Here's Clarkson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
With some arc, and there's the nice layup by Ellis. Ellis has got 7.
Man, I like the way Ellis does not back away from working his magic in the paint. I mean, he's a crafty finisher who knows how to score from a lot of angles inside.
He used that pick just right. That's 10 points for Lou Williams.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Jefferson. He's got 8, and here's Brooks from outside. Thomas Robinson comes up with a rebound. And dishes to Ingram. From deep, he can't get it to go. And Indiana will come the other way. From deep, Brooks. And the 3 ball is good. Brooks has got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And that one's good, Ingram.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes just light up. His shooting is just out of sight.
Brooks kicks to Ellis. The dish to Seraphin. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got 4 assists now tonight. And the Lakers with possession here. 8-point game. There's a screen by Robinson. And Jefferson sends it back. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rando comes in for Thomas Robinson. Teague, he's checked in for Indiana. Here's Ingram. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not much else the D can do besides get a hand up. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots consistently.
Now here's Teague. Screen by Jefferson. Teague can't hit.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Now here's Teague, following the miss by Lewis Williams. Jefferson against Clarkson. Jefferson gets the bucket.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half. They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Now here's Teague. Jefferson, a screen on Clarkson. Here's Teague. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Mozgov with it. He's against Seraphin. There's the feed to Ingram. Launches it. It's rebounded by Indiana. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Ellis outside. Here's Jefferson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
The Pacers making a switch here. Turner's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Now Clarkson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Outside Williams. 1 second left. Misses.
Excellent speed displayed that time on defense by Ellis. Love how he really gives effort to contest each and every shot.
And the final period of play just about to start. Indiana leading by 7 on the court for Indiana. Young and Turner up front. Teague out there with Robinson. And it's George in at the 3 spot. Turner with the screen. Young passes to Robinson. It's tipped. Stolen by Clarkson. Here's Young. Got it from 16 feet. Young's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Lakers.
Well, he's a volume scorer with sometimes terrible shot selection. Young makes a good choice there.
Teague kicks to George. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 6 assists in the game.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Well, he was outstanding in that game, and he's been outstanding in this one, too. He's in a nice little zone here recently.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. He dishes it to Young. Here's Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, you could just see Young there, keeping his head up and staying aware of that play to get the assist. That's keeping your eyes on the game in front of you.
Picked by Randall. Feeds to Clarkson. Down low, Turner with the steal. Over to the left wing. Teague, the open look, and the Pacers tack on 2 more. And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 9 points. Clarkson with the ball. Outside Williams, unloads, again Los Angeles.
Maybe not a natural born distributor, but Clarkson working to keep his teammates involved.
Young with the steal. Here's Clarkson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
And, you know, Jordan Clarkson, a slashing combo guard with good size, played his college ball at the University of Missouri. He's a good ball handler. He can play either guard spot and really good operating in the pick and roll.
throw good. Clarkson. And a nice balance in Clarkson's scoring. He can shoot from long range, from mid-range, and finish above the rim.
And guys, I like his athleticism. He's a good athlete, 6'5", strong and explosive. A little streaky from long range, but he's made nice improvement there too.
And Robinson wide open, he shoots. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Robinson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
That's a nice move by Randall. That's the area where he likes to work most.
Teague kicks to Turner. Back to Teague. Rebounded by Clarkson.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
It's good from long range.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 8 points for Jeff Teague.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in the washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Now here's Ingram. He's off on that one. Good defensive work there by Young. Outside Robinson. Teague sets a screen for Robinson. Back to Teague. Kicks it to Robinson. Stolen by Clarkson. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Pass to Dan. Shot from 12. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Indiana leading by 4. Outside, George. Here's Turner. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here is Young. Picked by Randall. And Young kicks to Randall. Fires from deep. Los Angeles with another miss. Pacers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Outside Teague. Six on the shot clock. Passes it to George. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Luol Deng.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good from George. And the Lakers making a change here. Russell's checked in. And George drops them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now, here is Russell. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And the feeling with D'Angelo Russell in Lakerland is that he has all-star potential. Very confident, a lot of swagger. He embraces the big stage, and he has tremendous offensive skills.
And, Kevin, I would agree with all of that because we watched him in college. He's a very good shooter. Really good pick-and-roll players, got an excellent IQ for the game at the offensive end, and because of all of that, I think he can be quite dangerous as an offensive player.
And so Russell hits them both. And D'Angelo Russell with great size for the point guard position at 6'5". He's not the most explosive athlete, but guys, you think that'll ever hold him back?
I don't necessarily think it will, Kevin, because he's shifty, he's crafty, he's deceptive enough as a lefty. I think he'll be able to be effective offensively. The question mark is more at the defensive end of the floor. Will he be able to stay in front of people and use anticipation and film study to overcome what he might lack athletically? He's a good defensive rebounder for his size, and I think his size will actually help him in all aspects of defense.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
And, Greg, we know how important every basket is, especially at this stage. And to me, that just looked like one of those inexcusable breakdowns. Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Now here's Dang. Back to Randall. And it's Russell in the corner. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Young outside. He feeds it to George. Shoots. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. George has got 27.
Hey, all the defense can do is get a hand up on George. I mean, he's an elite talent who can make contested jumpers a lot of times. So you can't get your head down. This guy can really put it in the basket.
14 feet away. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Russell.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Young dishes to George. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. Julius Randle picks one up.
Boy, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
Shooting two.
The first one falls. Mozgov, he's checked in for Ingram. And George drops them both.
And they're doing a very good job at the line this half.
Lakers trail by 4. Young passes to Russell. Again, Los Angeles.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Teague. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Pacers lead by 4. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Young kicks to Russell. Back to Young. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 4 on the clock. Mozgov kicks to Young. Russell from long range. No good on the shot, so Indiana will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They get it back.
Ill-advised shot there.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. Teague heading to the hoop. No good there. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Lakers trail by 4. Outside, Russell. 13 feet away. Again, Russell missing. Pacers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Randall against Young. Back to Teague. Shot clock at 5. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the three-point play.
Ellis, he's checked in for Glenn Robinson III.
And when you think of attack guards, ones who get into the lane at will, Jeff Teague certainly comes to mind. I mean, a great athlete, and it all starts for him with dribble penetration.
And talking about Teague, once he blows by defenders, he can hurt you in a number of ways.
Yeah, I mean, a great drive and dish playmaker. Owns a nice little teardrop. He's also gotten better at drawing contact and working himself to the line. And how about the big Russian, Timofey Mozgov, a good, solid contributor when healthy.
The Pacers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Ellis. Screen by Young. On the wing, George. Off target with his 3. LA has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Russell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Russell's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Big score at this point in the game, folks. D'Angelo can't do it any better than that.
Indiana again missing. Lakers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Ellis against Young, trying to find Mozgov, gets it to him. No good off the back of the rim. The Pacers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. T kicks to Jefferson. Dishes to Young. Fires from 14. That's good on the jump shot.
You really have to respect the mid-range game of Young. I mean, he hits it just enough to keep you honest.
And here's Russell. Inside. It's stolen by Jefferson. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. Teague against Russell. The 3. And Young with the basket on the assist by Teague. Teague's got assist number 8 now on the night. And Young kicks to Russell. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. Pass to Randall. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pacers leading by 9. Teague kicks to Young. Outside, George. Back to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jefferson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside, Russell. He kicks it to Young. The pass to Randall, and it's Russell in the corner. Misses off the right iron. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. T kicks to Jefferson. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Nick Young on the wing, defended by George. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jefferson. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The dish to Randall. Shot to end this cold run. Drills the three-pointer. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds. And they go to the intentional foul. Seven seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Now T. So it's Indiana picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Kevin, thank you. Superb. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George.
It's rare that a player can have as much of an impact from the wing as Paul George can. After that horrific injury, this guy, who is he? Where'd you get the leg from? Can I order one on the internet too? His range, defensive ability, and athleticism, he's a guy you can shape a franchise around.
His whole game tonight operating on another level, Ernie. And he wasn't just allowed to do whatever he wanted to do. He earned it. That's where the pride kicked in.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. See you.
Good night.